Thank you so much for joining us this weekend on the Income Strategy Show with Dolph Janis of ClearIncomeForLife.com, which, by the way, you can always find out about upcoming webinars and get in touch with Dolph and the team from ClearIncomeForLife.com. I love that song, and it's a good reminder that one of the most important considerations in planning for our financial future is health care, something my own family has been very focused on lately. Katie Coleman of Ameriprise Financial tells CNBC that a lot of people mistakenly assume that Medicare is going to cover all of their health care costs.
Mom, Medicare may be good for you for trips to the doctor or for hospitalization. It's not going to cover long-term care needs. And what I mean by that, we often refer to it as extended care needs. And that is if you need nursing home facility, assisted living, or home care. That's not going to be covered by your Medicare plan.
So, Dolph, if Medicare isn't going to pay for long-term care, which isn't a newsflash to most people, but what is a newsflash is long-term care is so expensive, okay? We need to be doing something now to make sure we're covered when the time comes if we need it. And you help people with this all the time.
Yeah, I just tell them to call the government and say, hey, take my health care. You say you want to, right?
No.
Of course not. No, that's I think the worst plan of going out there. But like I said, one of the big things out there that I call them intangible risks when it comes to retirement. And everybody knows about inflation. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows about taxes and longevity risk. But healthcare is that hidden little monster that's down there waiting for you. Because, I mean, how many people are in long-term facilities? I mean,
it happens pretty often.
And especially the longer you live, the higher risk you have of going into one, obviously. Mm-hmm. But look at your own family. That's a big thing to look into. It's like how many of your family members down your tree have had to use that long-term care risk and stuff. And that's why I love having like Jeff on my team. He's been with my team now for 3 years. He knows insides and outs of medical insurance and all this, and health insurance and long-term care insurance.
And by the way, when you talk to him, you can tell he's from around here, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, if you know what I'm saying. He got that good old boy.
I love it.
He's a country boy. But
I fit in great with Jeff.
Yeah, he's very slow talker. The most thing I love about him is he cares.
And he's down to earth. He explains things in such an easy fashion.
Yeah, it's like saying, hey, 1 + 1 is 2. Mm-hmm. It's simple. You're not going to make it all confusing, put these graphs, charts, and all this stuff out there, say, hey, here's a table in the front. But at the end of the day, finding what's right for you. And long-term care, yes, it's super coverage, but there are alternatives out there. And if you're not being informed about other alternatives out there, then you're losing out on potentially saving money and getting care for yourself. Because me, for myself, Kristen, I know for a fact, and most people I talk to, do not want to be dependent on somebody later in life.
So what do you mean there's other options out there? I mean, are you saying that we just need to save a gob of money to make sure we can self-fund it?
No, there's different long-term care coverages. There's long-term care alternatives out there. There's programs that have health insurance along with death benefit insurance on top of it. There's ones where you can take payouts, and if you get into a facility, they double your payouts. So there's a lot of different options. It's not just strictly, hey, long-term care coverage is the only thing out there. No. There's long-term care alternatives out there, and if you're not researching them just to see if you can put them in your portfolio, heck, you might even already have one. I mean, there's some annuities that have long-term care doublers on them, and that you don't even realize it's there. I mean, knowing what you have is so important.